Well, Joe, your last fight out obviously didn't end the way you wanted to. I wonder how did you get past a moment like that? How long did it take you to get over that and kind of just put it behind you?
Not long at all. I was probably more frustrated with myself and my actions. Normally, I'm a lot more calculated. I take my time, and I'm very particular with how I like to approach the fight game. So making a mistake like that is very much not like me, and I just had to put it past me. It's like that's something that just happened randomly, and I got it all out of my system. That's all that matters. So hopefully we never do that ever again. Stay focused. 15 minutes.
Well, that's what I was going to wonder. I mean, are there specific lessons you can take? Because it does seem like one of those, like, I mean, he wasn't even trying to throw that knee. He was trying to throw a kick. It's like you just get caught. It just happens.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. I used to think I can never be one of those guys who get caught with something silly. Like, you look at these fights and I watch them and go, man, how on earth did he get caught by that? And that's kind of one of those moments where I was looking, I was like, damn, how the hell did I get caught by that? And he went to throw a switch kick, and I was just so ecstatic to get that fight back to the ground. I was like, by any means necessary, I got to get this fight back down without setting it up. And I paid for it, I paid the ultimate price, and kind of just got to look past it, put it in the rear view, and move on forward. That's what life's all about. You have your setbacks. You got to show that, show what you're made of, and do your best to bounce back, and that's what we're going to do on April 21st.
Nice. When they came to you with the name Brett Johns, I wonder, I mean, obviously he's got an undefeated record, he's a tough guy, but maybe not necessarily on your radar yet. I mean, had you been watching him, or did you have to do a little research?
Yeah, we actually hung out a little bit at the Fighter Summit, which was kind of cool, but I remember being that guy undefeated once upon a time. I'm sorry, Brett, but you're going to be that guy too. So they gave me a couple of names. He was the only guy that was ranked, and I said, why not? Let's mix it up with a guy who's supposed to be the next big thing, and slow his hype train down and still his thunder and get back to where we're supposed to be. I want the big fights, If he's the next big thing, supposedly, like, I want to be the guy who stopped him.
Nice. And last thing for me, I mean, you mentioned those undefeated days. A lot of them took place here in Atlantic City. I mean,
yeah.
Does it feel? I mean, are you feeling like an energy? Does it feel special to kind of be back here?
It feels good. A lot of my fights went down here in Atlantic City. Cage Fury, fighting champion. I was the champ over there for quite a while. Ring of Combat champion. A couple of belts on the amateur circuit. So it feels. This is something I'm familiar with. I know Bally's. I know the Tropicana. I know the Borgata. I fought all those places, and AC's like a second home to me. So coming here to fight, New Jersey, your boy's back, and we're gonna get it in. We're gonna get it in a couple more days.
Now, as far as Johns is concerned, obviously he had that calf slicer that turned heads, but what do you need to watch out from him, and what's your keys to success on Saturday?
Honestly, I guess I got to watch out for everything. There's not much I can particularly say, like, this is what this guy does super well. If anything, he seems like he knows how to stifle you on top if he gets you down in the guard position, but a lot of the guys he's fought don't know how to use jiu-jitsu to get back up to their feet, or they don't know how to just give up your back, stand up, and get your butt to the cage and defend from there. If you're laying down there and you're trying to throw punches off your back, that's a silly way of trying to get the fight back standing, or just trying to hold on. You're just going to tire yourself out. So a lot of these guys, I think their approach was wrong. I think I'm a little bit more seasoned, and I have a lot more knowledge in the toolbox in that regards to those type of situations. I've made sure I left no stones unturned, so I'm prepared, man. A lot of guys have a hard time holding me down, and that's when I'm cutting weight. So when I'm strong and I feel good, it's gonna be a good night for me. I'm super ecstatic about this one. I really do predict I'm gonna stop him with strikes.
And just a general one on the division. After all that talk of DJ, TJ, were you surprised to see Cody and TJ getting the nod?
Kind of, sort of. I was thinking somebody else would have jumped in there. I was maybe thinking Jimmy Rivera. And if I beat Marlon, man, maybe that could have been me. So it kind of sucks, man. I guess everything happens for a reason, and I kind of just gotta regroup, rebound, and just rebuild. But this division is exciting. I think this is probably one of the most, if not the most exciting division at this time, where we have a clear-cut champion. There's not a whole logjam of crap going on in the background. We know who the next potential contenders are, and we know who's kind of fighting to solidify themselves as the next potential contender. So it's a great time to be in the bantamweight division, and I got to make sure I keep my name in the mix, man. So everything starts with Saturday. I got to go out there. I got to get it done. I know Brett's going to bring a hell of a pace, and I'm willing to match the guy. So. He's gonna have to put me. He's gonna have to get me out of there and finish me in order to get me out of there, because there's not gonna be any quit.
I was just wondering, was there a different energy in this camp since one of your teammates, Al, was fighting for the championship? When that change was made, was there a different energy? Because I know you guys are teammates and also roommates. So.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was quite the experience. I've never thought I would have seen the day that I would have been in a title fight cornering somebody from our team, and the opportunity came, and Al jumped all over it, and that shows you the type of character Al is. But just going from that, leading up to my fight, I just feel like I'm just highly motivated, knowing like it's right there. Everything we worked for, knowing his skill set, knowing my skill set, knowing what I bring to the table, and knowing how we both perform well in the gym, I know I can make this a real reality. Getting that belt is something that's very, very tangible. So I try to keep everything in perspective, man, but I was like a little kid going through Disneyland for the first time, watching, just walking through the crowd, I'm recording, I'm like, this is insane. It was a mind-blowing experience, and I really hope and I pray that I just keep working and eventually I get my shot at that elusive belt right now.
Will Al still be cornering you in the fight?
Al's gonna be there. We're gonna be raging. The Fighting Als will be in the building, so we're gonna bring New Jersey down. We're bringing this place down.
Is there any extra incentive to beat an undefeated fighter, or do you try to think about it?
I really don't care, man. I'm not fighting his record, I'm fighting the man. So at the end of the day, his record doesn't come in there with him. Maybe a little bit of more confidence, but at the end of the day, I'm just as confident as anybody else. I'm pretty sure anybody else could tell you. I think I'm fucking good, man. I think on my best days, I match up well with anybody, and I think I beat those guys as well. So at the end of the day, I just gotta go out there, and I know the opponent is not Brett Johns. The opponent is myself. I know what I can do, and if I open up and I show everyone my entire two-bag, man, it will be quite the performance. Pretty Zabit-like, I must say. Pretty Zabit-like, but we'll see. I just have to find the rhythm, my right timing, and maybe we'll see a couple of crazy stuff coming out on Saturday night.
You told us before that your mentality is a big part of your fight game and just psyching yourself up, knowing you're the best. Are you in any different of a headspace now coming into this fight and at this point in the process because of that loss to Marlon? As opposed to usual?
No, I kept that in perspective. I made a mistake. He did something completely different from what he got accomplished, but it just happens. I can't put any more into that. I can't go, oh, my training camp this, oh, I should never had that extra chocolate bar. That didn't make the difference, Me almost getting submission is what really just spiked my emotions on an all-time high. I'm thinking in my head, oh, I'm about to get this guy who's supposed to be the next greatest thing out of here in one round. All I gotta do is get him back down to the ground, and I jumped the gun. I got a little too greedy too soon, and I didn't let the finish come. I didn't set it up and let it materialize. I just tried to say, I'm gonna go from point A to point Z in 1 second, and I shot from Guam. It sucked. It wasn't. I watched that replay like 100 times, and I don't get bent out of shape about it. It is what it is. You sign up for this. So if you can't deal with that, then it's like you're in the wrong sport. So at the end of the day, Brett's never felt that humility before. He's never felt a loss. He's never felt the adversity of being behind on the scorecard. So this is going to be a big test for him. And I've been there. So I know when the chips are down and stacked against me, I can rally back, I can get a finish, and I can come back. It doesn't matter, man. I'm in there to fight the entire 15 minutes. It's going to be a war.